The Pontifical Equestrian Order of St. Sylvester, Pope and Martyr, sometimes referred to as the Sylvestrine Order, or the Pontifical Order of Pope St. Sylvester, is one of 5 orders of knighthood awarded directly by the Pope as Supreme Pontiff and head of the Catholic Church and as the head of state of Vatican City. History. This order was at one time united with the Order of the Golden Militia. Pope Pius X, in his motu proprio of 7 February 1905, entitled Multum Excitandos, divided the Sylvestrine Order into 2 orders of knighthood, one retaining the name of St. Sylvester and the other taking the ancient name of the order, i.e., Order of the Golden Militia, or Order of the Golden Spur. It is intended to honor Roman Catholic laypeople who are actively involved in the life of the Church, particularly as it is exemplified in the exercise of the professional duties and mastership of the different arts. It is also conferred on non-Catholics, and in the UK current recipients include prominent Anglicans, Muslims and Jews. Awards of the order are generally made on the recommendation of diocesan bishops, or of apostolic nuncios. Awards are also granted on recommendation of the Papal Secretary of State. Pope John Paul II extended membership in the order to ladies as well as gentlemen. Awards of the highest rank of Knight of Dame Head Cross are exceptional, and currently there is only one holder of this rank in the UK and Ireland. Before the 1905 regulations of Pius X, prior to the year 1841, it was known as the Militia of the Golden Spur, Golden Militia, and though it is not historically established who among the many supposed founders is the true one, yet it undoubtedly is the oldest and, at one time, was one of the most prized of the papal orders. Faculties granted to the Sforza family, to the College of Abbreviators and Bishop's Assistant at the Throne to create Knights of the Golden Militia resulted in lavish bestowal and diminished prestige of the decoration. Pope Gregory XVI, in his papal brief of 31 October 1841, entitled Quod Hominuments, retained the ancient name of the order and placed it under the patronage of St. Sylvester. He withdrew all faculties to whom and by whomsoever given, and forbade the use of the title of the decoration to all knights created by any means other than a papal brief. To restore the order to its ancient glory and splendor, he limited the number of commanders to 150 and knights to 300, and appointed the Cardinal of Apostolic Briefs as Chancellor of the Order, with the duty of preserving the name, grade, number and date of admission of each knight. Pope Gregory divided the order into 2 classes. Commander wore a large-sized decoration suspended at the neck on a wide ribbon. Knight wore a small-sized decoration on the left side of the breast on a smaller ribbon. The decoration across of the order, according to Pope Gregory's brief, was an 8-pointed gold cross with an image of Saint Sylvester wearing the tiara on its white enameled center, and around this center a blue enameled circle bearing in letters of gold the inscription SANC. Sylvester P.M. on the reverse side, in golden characters, was stamped MDCCXLIGREGORIUS 16 RESDITUIT. A small golden spur hung suspended from the 2 sides of the foot of the cross of the order to mark the unity of the Sylvestrine order with that of the Golden Militia. The ribbon of the decoration was of silk composed of 5 strands, 3 of which were red and 2 black. The golden chain worn around the neck by members of both classes had the decoration with its tiny golden spur suspended from it. The official uniform was a red evening dress coat with 2 rows of gold buttons with green collar and facing. The gold embroideries of the coat were of a more ornate design for grand crosses and less for commanders and knights. White trousers, with gold sidebands, hat with white plumes and a sword with a silver hilt. gilt and also gilt spurs, completed this rarely used costume. Since the 1905 regulations of Pius X, the order currently has 3 classes. In order of seniority they are: Knight, Dame. Grand Cross wears a large cross suspended from a broad ribbon over the right shoulder across the breast to the left hip, along with the breast star. Knight Commander wears a smaller cross suspended by the ribbon of the order encircling the neck. Dame Commander wears the same cross suspended from a bow on the left breast. This class is divided into 2 categories. Knight, Dame Commander with star, wears the star of the order on the lower left breast. Knight, Dame Commander, does not wear the star. Knight, Dame, wears the smallest cross on a ribbon attached to the left breast of the tunic. Insignia. The current decoration across of the order is a gold cross of white enameled surface, in the center of which is impressed the image of Saint Sylvester, surrounded by a blue enameled circle bearing the inscription in letters of gold SANC. Sylvester P.M. On the obverse, in the center, are the papal tiara and cross keys with the date of the order's restoration under Gregory, MDCCCXXXXR, and that of the Pius X renovation, MDCCCCV, impressed in characters of gold upon a blue circle. The ribbon of the decoration is black silk with 3 narrow red stripes. The star badges the cross of the order attached to a silver star. Uniform. The official uniform is a black coat ornamented with 1 row of gilt buttons, black velvet, gold embroidered collar and cuffs, black gold striped trousers, a bicornet cocked silk hat with a cockade of the papal colors to which is added a white plume when worn by a Knight Grand Cross, a black plume when worn by a commander, and a sword. Knights Grand Cross wear a sash and a badge star on the left side of the breast. Commanders wear a cross around the neck, and knights wear a smaller cross on the left breast of the uniform. The uniform is considerably more embroidered for the higher ranks, and white gloves are usually worn. Heraldry. In ecclesiastical heraldry, laypersons awarded the rank Grand Cross display a blue enameled circle bearing the inscription in letters of gold SANC. Sylvester PM around the shield in their coat of arms, while other ranks place an appropriate ribbon below the shield. Obligations. Papal knights and dames do not have any specific obligations by virtue of the having been given the personal honor of membership in an order. However, it is customary for them to be invited to participate in major events of their diocese, such as the consecration of bishops, the ordination of priests, and the introduction of a new bishop into his diocese. On such formal occasions they would wear the uniform of the order. Post-nominal lettering. The order has 4 classes in civil and military divisions. Each recipient may illustrate the papal knighthood with the following post-nominal lettering, which are listed in order of seniority. Knight, Dame, Head Cross of the first class. Knight, Dame Commander with star. Knight, Dame Commander. Knight, Dame. Notable members. In the 1960s, Pope John XXIII created Oskar Schindler, German industrialist, and Yad Vashem Honorary as Knight Grand Cross of the Order. In 1945, Pope Pius XII created Ken Harada, Japanese envoy to the Holy See, into the Order. In July 1944, Pope Pius XII created Major General William Joseph Donovan, father of the CIA, Knight Grand Cross of the Order. George Borg-Olivier, Prime Minister of Malta, Knight Grand Cross of the Order. Archduke Otto von Habsburg, Crown Prince of Austria and Hungary and former MEP. George, Duke of Mecklenburg, head of the House of Mecklenburg-Strelitz, Knight Grand Cross. Karl August, 10th Prince of Thurn and Taxis, German Prince, Knight Grand Cross of the Order. Joseph Flores, Governor of Guam. Bob Hope, KBE, entertainer. Jagatjit Singh of Kapurthala, Maharaja of Kapurthala, Suburtin Hall, Chief Justice of the Bahamas and Justice of the UN International Court at The Hague, Knight. Prince Sadruddin Aga Khan, Knight Commander. Charles Delport, Belgian artist, Knight. Shusaku Endo, Japanese author. Rabbi Arthur Schneier, Austrian-American Holocaust survivor, clergyman and activist. Lorenz Weinrich, German historian, Knight Commander with star. In Great Britain, members include Anthony Bailey, Interfaith Campaigner, Knight Grand Cross. General Sir Richard Lawson, Commander-in-Chief of Allied Forces Northern Europe, Knight Commander. Professor David Khalili, Art Collector, Knight Commander. Mahmood Kayami, businessman and interfaith campaigner, Knight. Don McLean, entertainer, Knight. National associations. There are national associations of papal knights in France, Great Britain and the United States, as well as diocesan associations such as those in Milan and Los Angeles. Bibliography. Rock P. M.J. Pontifical Decorations, The Catholic Encyclopedia, New York, Robert Appleton Company. Maroney, Diz. She, 6 SQQ 18, 210 SQQ, XLIX 81 Square Q. LXIV, 91 SQQ, LXVIII, 238 SQQ. Giobio, Lezione di Diploma Zero Ecclesiastica, Part 1, Lib. I. Cap. X. Art. IV, 514 SQQ. Andre Wagner, Dict. Detroit, Canonic, 383, 501, IV, 361. Batandia Tan, Pond, Gath. 1901, 483 SQQ, 1902, 468 SQQ, 1908, 646 square. For a list of knights of all the decorations see Ange the 1905, 1907 and 1908 PIIIXP, M. Actor, Part 1, 43 square. 195 square, IV, 391 square. Bernasconi, Actor Gregory Papi 16, 48, 3, 179 square. Analectra Ecclesiastica, 99 square, 1907, 189. Leonis 13 Pond, Max.